Hey there, welcome to White Crow Roping episode 21. I got a lot to say, maybe too much to say today, so I don't know where to start or where to end, but I'm about to cook some steaks. It's been a long week. It's hot, hotter by the fire. I got to sit here so y'all can see this shot of my little grilling apparatus. They'll be for sale, so don't be the one schmuck still using a Weber grill when you can buy me some of my White Crow fire steaks. Anyway, I've roped every day this week until today, so Sunday through yesterday was Thursday, and man, I've been having some insights and breakthroughs, and I've gotten so much better since getting to rope after those clinics, and I've roped some steers that were probably the best I've ever spun them, and thanks to James Martinez for getting me to realize I was not feeding my rope until halfway down the pen. So because of that, I've been turning steers in the 4 and 5 hole instead of the 9 and 10 hole, and it's really fun and exciting. One day, I think it might have been Tuesday, I was finally able to disconnect my riding from my swinging. As small as that sounds, it was big for me because I was riding my horse out and picked my rope up and started swinging it easy, and it was like all of a sudden, like I talked about in one of my I don't remember which one it was, but one of the earlier videos I made, I talked about feeling like when I was riding to the steer, I was on like an old tractor without a slip clutch, where that brush hog starts pushing the motor, and you get to the edge of a hill and have a hard time stopping. I felt like the harder I kicked, the more I just cranked my rope, and it was not a good deal. And I've fallen in and out of that, but I finally felt it the other day, like I was rode to my spot, but I had my rope coming up just smooth and swinging, and snap it over the horns and sit down and handle them, and my buddy was breaking in some fresh steers, and you know, I'm still at a lower level, but he let me rope some of his fresh steers, and it was just awesome. Like, I handled them good. And so after that day, I thought, man, I got this figured out now. But then the next day I was having hell. I mean, over and over, I kept throwing and this was the day before yesterday and yesterday. I kept getting my hand in front of my tip, and I wouldn't even hit the right horn. My loop would just kind of fall at the back of his head. And yesterday I realized what I was doing, and that I was trying to be so easy picking up my rope and not cranking it, that I was swinging it too slow. And when I got to the steer, I would take one hard swing and just slam it down. And that, I don't remember which book. I think I've read a couple different books. One of them was The Inner Game of Tennis, and that he's made a point like this. And then most recently I read that with winning in mind, and one of the things they both talk about more or less is how you're not supposed to, don't focus on your misses, or don't focus on your mess ups or how you're messing up, and I might have been guilty of that. And while I was practicing, just talking about what I was doing wrong, and instead of thinking about what to do right. And it's not easy to do, to ignore your misses when you're trying to analyze what went wrong. And so obviously you're gonna have to do some of that. But just making this video, even just talking about my misses, I don't want to even put that back in my head, because I've been trying to take it out and put something better in its place. So I guess that's all I'll say about that, except that I got my little training tool. It's a beer can with some rocks in it, and because I kept getting in front of my tip, I've been taking it and swinging it at the dummy, like I did at James Martinez's clinic, and kind of what I did at Ben Gambrell's clinic too, with a brush. I used a brush at Ben's clinic, and James had some tennis balls, and this is real light, so I think it really makes it shows up when you let go and release in front of your tip. Like right there, I just hit my dummy right in the left horn. But if doing what I was doing yesterday, when I would miss, it was like I would swing it and then I would let go and it would just shoot over that way. And so I think I roped the sled this morning, but I've been spending a lot of time swinging that beer can around in the hopes that it'll put a better imprint in my brain. And because I know the feeling, and when it's right, it's just awesome. Like I've been roping some steers better than I ever have, you know, like probably better than a 3. So that's my update for the week. It's been a long one. It's been hot. I've been shoeing horses and not getting up terribly early, but shoeing horses all day, and then getting a snack and going to rope, getting done at 8:30, 9 o'clock, getting home, eating a dinner, you know, spaghetti or steaks, being so hungry, and then not sleeping that well, and I've gotten tired. My back's got down. Or not down my back, I'm just tired. And I put shoes on a real nice driftwood horse this afternoon, and this is a short, stout sucker. I mean, he is a fast motor. I mean, he's a good bastard, and they've turned down all kinds of money, 20, 30,000 for him, but he is so short, stout, that he is hard to get under. And after this whole week, that was the last horse I did. And let me tell you, I was glad to be done. It was about 108 degrees in that barn. So next week I'm going to focus on roping my sled in the morning, if possible, rope in the morning, and really getting my swing going towards my target right off, and then releasing and kind of slowing down and relaxing when I deliver, placing it, like Jojo Lamont would say. And I'm gonna probably try to go to bed a little earlier, not drink as much beer. I haven't been, which some people would call partying, but shoeing horses all day and in the heat, there's nothing better in the world than cold cerveza. So last week I made a lot of progress, and I wasn't shooting as many horses, but I was roping my sled and going to bed, you know, by 9:30, 10 o'clock, and not drinking any beer, and it was like I got in the rhythm of where my brain was able to assimilate everything I was learning with the music. Yeah, I haven't even talked about that, but I met a guy I'd met the guy before, but I talked to this guy at a roping I guess it was on Sunday, and after the roping we came to my house and we played some music, and man, he's a good guitar player and singer, and we got to picking and grinning and jamming. I was playing fiddle. I hadn't had that much fun playing music in a long time, and he inspired me to finally buckle down and learn the Orange Blosssom Special on the fiddle, which it's always been a hole I've always felt like I should know it, but it was one of those things when I was a kid, I was intimidated by that song. So I finally started this week and challenging my brain to actually sit down and figure out that cross shuffle bowing and get it solid. And if that's in any way related to roping, I don't know, but you can watch episode 20 and see if you think it is. But like I say, I've had a pretty solid, hard week, and I've really improved, and now I know what to work on next week, and I plan on having some pretty big successes coming up here in the near future. So I hope you'll come back and follow my channel, follow me on Instagram at White Crow Outlaws, and see how this all goes. So thanks for watching, and cheers. Man, that's good. Careful.
Không lại. Không lại.